Hello and welcome to episode 33 of Garmin to smashing a PB at London Marathon 2025 question mark. You mean we are getting close now. There's what, 5 Sundays time is the actual race, so we kind of have 3 weeks or up until 3 Sundays of peak training still, and then we go into the taper phase. Obviously things have been a little bit hampered the week before because of the sickness, but we're back on track to do the training and all that lot. So basically what's going on is I am following my Garmin 4Runner 965, and I'm I put in the London Marathon as an event, and I've put in an ambitious finishing time of 3 hours 30. My personal best in a marathon is 4 hours 42. So I've pretty much done this, over 33 weeks. Been building a solid base to get in this, to try and smash this PB. I've been fortunate to be given a London Marathon place by the fantastic charity Seeability. They've given me this for a second year in a row now. Links in the description. Please support this charity as best as you can, and help me raise as much money for them as possible. It's going to be a fantastic day again, and I am really going to push to see what my body can do. It's following the Garmin. It's had its frustrations. This week is similar. I've already seen what it's got me, and before this morning, because of my exertions yesterday and a couple of days before, it gave me a rest day, which I have a rest day tomorrow anyway, so I'm really that's not going to happen. You can see I'm dressed. Garmin is not giving me the mileage. Looking at the runs for the week before yesterday, or before Sunday's run was added this morning, because I can't see more than a week ahead. It only really given me 35 kilometers this week, and we are in peak training, peak phase marathon training. That is not going to do. So I do switch, and the Sunday run now is giving me a long run, 2 hours 40, but as most of you know, Garmin won't stick with that. It will go down during the week because it gets caught up in my sleep and how it's kind of so bad or whatever, and it doesn't like life and that, so it kind of drops down. I've never had a run by Garmin of over 2 hours unless I override it or bring it forward days ahead. So the plan is, I'm off Thursday, so I will do similar run to what I did yesterday, and hopefully I can hit it this time. So there'll be a 32k on Thursday, and then Sunday will probably be a half marathon, but I've now got to start looking at the pace and that, because Garmin's not getting me there. In the end, I should have the endurance to do the marathon, but I don't have the endurance to do the marathon at pace, so I need to get the pace up and things like that. So he's got me 1 threshold this week, and then 5 other base runs. And one is supposed to be a long run, but like I say, it won't stick. So plan today, 10k, just gentle 10k back. Might put some strides in, and then obviously I'll take the Tuesday as a rest, and then we evaluate on the Wednesday, because I want to make sure I'm quite fresh for the Thursday, because Thursday's going to be a big session, but we'll go on to that when we hit the Thursdays. And then, like you say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I've still got plans to go ahead. So when I can stick with Garmin, I will stick with Garmin, but I need to make sure I'm getting in the place I need to be now. So basically, you guys are up to date. I'll let you know how the runs go, and look forward to chatting to you again soon. Hello, it's Wednesday morning now. Normally I kind of do these little chit chats sometimes walking down the road, but it's a little bit wet out there today. As you can see, I'm kind of dressed to run a bit later, but I've got to go to work first, and then I'll run home from work. But a little recap on Monday's run. Felt really good actually after Sunday's exertions, and that, so I wasn't too sure. I mean, even today my calves are a little bit no, I wouldn't say sore, but I mean they've obviously had a workout on the Sunday, so, and then obviously running on Monday. But I did feel good. My legs did feel good on Monday, so I did 11 kilometers. That's kind of like a little extended loop on the way home, but not one of the further loops. And the time took me 1:03. 1 hour and 3 minutes 22 seconds. I clocked, and basically I did 100. It was 148 beats per minute, and then it took me to a pace of 4:43 average all over the actual run. But you mean, I let the BPM go up a little bit higher because I kind of pushed a bit. I did have, I wouldn't call it a tempo run, but obviously I pushed it to some points to get a bit of speed. What I realised is I really need to get the speed up, and without doing too many speed workups, I need to bump up some bits in some of the runs to give a bit of pace and things like that. So all in all, a great kind of run after getting back after 3 intense runs from the day before, really, like over the weekend. So we're now hit Wednesday. It's got me on a sprints today, Garmin. But looking at the mileage and all that line, it's only 10-second sprints. Don't get me wrong, it's at 3 minute per kilometre pace, so it is sprints and that. But I just don't feel at the moment that's going to get me to where I need to be. So I'm going to do, and plus it will really interfere with a long planned run tomorrow. So the longest run my Garmin has given me so far is 2 hours 42, and that's on Sunday. But I plan to do my long run Thursday, tomorrow, because I'm off work and it fits better in life. And then, but that long run will be a little bit different too. It'll be pretty much similar to what I tried on Sunday. So if I did an anaerobic session today, that would knock out a long run tomorrow or hamper that. So I'm going to take a very slow hour and a half today. 15 kilometers is the plan. It's going to be a wet one by the weather forecast. But yeah, slow 15 kilometers, and then I will get onto the long run tomorrow. And I don't feel the need to do this anaerobic because I'm going to be pushing hard on a pace run tomorrow for a long period. So it's still speed work, and it will still grow. And then obviously Sunday I'm actually looking at doing a long run again, but it won't be as intense. It'll be 21 kilometers. It'll be a half marathon on Sunday. That's the plan in my head. And that will also be trying to hit marathon pace. So again, it's another speed work. So for me, so we'll see how that is. So that's kind of the plan I've got at the moment. The rest of the runs are base runs. There is a threshold run in the plan, but then again, I don't feel the need to do the threshold if I'm kind of doing threshold runs on my long runs, things like that. So we are kind of using the plan, but tweaking the plan, and just having a little bit of a guidance, but I know where I need to jump in and out. So that's kind of you guys up to date of my run tonight. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So Thursday morning, we are back out on a long run and trying to do basically what I did on Sunday, which is a 5-minute warm up, about 6:15 to 6:20 pace per kilometre, and then we're going to try and hit 21 kilometres at what hopefully will be race pace, which is basically 5 minutes per kilometre, and we'll do that for a half marathon. And then we do a 5k warm down at 20% marathon pace plus 20%, so that'll be again 6 minutes to 6:20 and that per kilometre, taking it up to 32. again. I've done 2:32 runs so far, but they plodded and that. So, and I know I kind of got all a little bit head out on Sunday, last Sunday I've just done. So now we go back at it and that. So that's basically what we're doing. Fueling again will be exactly the same as what I plan to do the marathon. I'm running in just a shirt today. I don't have my jacket on. It's a little bit overcast. Might get a bit wet later. I got my hydration vest only because I need water on the run, and I don't really have anywhere to get any water while I'm doing the run. So basically that's the only reason why I got a hydration vest, but I won't be having this on a marathon. And that, so basically that's what we're doing. If it happens, I'll let you know. You mean I don't hide away on this and that. I haven't reached marathon pace yet, really. So we've got to remember we're all doing it on tired legs as well. You know what I mean? 15k yesterday, nice and gentle, but there's still going to be some fatigue in the legs. So we'll see what happens with this run. I'll catch you guys later. Oh my word. Now the run didn't go well on Sunday, but boy has that been redeemed today. We'll just go into the big bit and I'll dive in all in the stats later when I calm down. But overall pace for 32 kilometers, 5 minutes and 16 per minute, per kilometer. Unbelievable. And that was a warm-up as well, which was just about 6 something minutes per kilometer for 5k. Then the actual run itself, 21 kilometers, or 21.2 I think I put into the watch. 5:04. They're not quite marathon pace, but I'll take that. You know what I mean? I felt really good as well. I was quite surprised when obviously I hit 26 kilometers for the total run with the 5k warm-up and 21 kilometer. I didn't realize I was finishing the run, and I felt really good. So the cool down, I didn't kind of slow down as much as I should have done. My cool down now is just walking back to the car. I got 300 meters left. Absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? What's going to happen on tapering? You know what I mean? Tapered legs. Now I've really got confidence. They're truly amazing. It didn't go into the red really at all, right till the end when I kind of pushed up some hills. But wow, Lee Grantham, you know what I mean? I follow your videos, mate. I followed your recommended plan for this run. You are a saviour. What an absolute confident boost. Anybody that runs, check out Lee Grantham's videos. Absolutely amazing. I'm over the moon. I'll dive into stats probably later on, but yeah, that was one hell of a run. Super stoked on that one. I'll catch you guys later. Good morning, it's Friday. You mean obviously, yeah, over the moon with yesterday's result, but we'll dive into that a little bit more now. Wow, you know what I mean? 32 kilometers, you know what I mean? That's no small feat anyway, yeah? You know what I mean? Anybody's doing marathon training, getting to 32k is kind of like the gold ticket before the marathon. You know what I mean? I'm lucky enough now to do 3 of these runs, but you know what I mean? This one I really put the pace in, yeah? Tried the effort, you know what I mean? So 2 hours and what, 49 I think it was, and that, and then 156 average beats per minute, 159 sorry, with a pace of 5 minutes 16 per kilometer. That's the whole run, you know what I mean? That is the whole run. And you mean, I know I kind of blocked it down into a 5k warm-up, which I was a little bit too quick on, and that was supposed to be over 6 minutes per kilometre. And then the 5k after the 21 kilometre back, like big stretch, was also supposed to be slow at over 6 minutes per kilometre. But I felt good and I just wanted to go, so I didn't really have that massive cool down I was supposed to. I just kept going because I felt good. I felt really comfortable, and absolute pleasure to run that yesterday. So that was the stats for the whole event, and that. So let's break it down into the actual nitty gritty bits. Because normally I don't really worry about the warm up or the cool down section of the run, but those stats of an overall run look fantastic. So but it is what matters in the interval section and all that lot. So we'll dive into that now. So the warm up section, the 5 kilometers, was 6 minutes and 1 second per kilometer. Like I said, technically it was a little bit too quick on that, but we just stepped into it, just getting the run going, basically. So then we went on to the 21k, and that 21k was 1 hour 46 27 seconds or something like that, with an average time of 5:04 minute per kilometer pace. Looking through some of those stats on that one, I think there was probably 6 kilometers actually under the 5 minute per kilometer pace, and then the others were a little bit over. We kind of go grade adjustment, and I guess I wanted to make sure I was trying to get a distance too, because it we did go a bit horribly wrong Sunday. So to get this so right was such a confidence booster anyway, so really kind of happy with that. So can I up it? We'll see. That's something that we can work on, and that's what we're trying for in the next couple of weeks before tapering, and all that lot. So then we hit the 5k cool down, which, to be honest, I didn't realise I was going on to that stage when I was running. I was like, oh my god, I've actually done the main bulk. So we hit that bit, and so the next 5k, and that, which I actually made into 6 kilometers to get me back and to 32k basically, because I programmed in 31k, but I actually averaged 5 minutes 23 per kilometer. So yeah, I saw what I was doing, and I was just like, I gotta keep going. I really enjoy it. Go. So I didn't really slow down as what I should have done, but it was a little bit lesser than thinking. In my head, I'm saying I gotta follow the plan, I gotta be calm and all this lot, but I was on such a runner's high. I'm not going to deny that, and the fault of getting all these different PPs or whatever. The PPs, crazy. The whole list is kind of here now. New PBs on that one run. I'm not kind of looking for the PB on all these events, but it's the marathon that I'm looking for the PB. So and how good that PB can be. So obviously with this exerted run yesterday, Garmin wants me to take a rest day, and I get that. I understand that. That's how Garmin is. Sorry, but that's not going to happen. My legs feel fine. Yes, I've ran. I know that I've ran. But I'm going to take a gentle 8 kilometers today. Just like a recovery run, and just enjoy it. I'm not even going to run home, because it's kind of like, when I run home, I feel that means I need to put in a bit more effort and things like that. So if I just run around like the swimming place and that, the big lake in Bergen city centre after work, and just enjoy a gentle run, just take it easy and that. So that is the plan today. We build up again. Tomorrow will be a little bit different. Like I said, I do have the plan. I am kind of checking through the Garmin to see what it fits in with, but at this stage I've got to look after what I need to do. I'm sorry, I think I'm doing it quite well, and all that lot. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. Garmin wants a rest, but it's not going to happen. We are on target to hitting a huge goal for the week, as I target weekly goals as well now, as I'm building, basically in the peak phase, and kind of build this completely up until taper, basically, which is just around the corner, really. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great day. Good morning, Saturday now. The weather's awful outside. I'm getting ready for work. As you can see, I'm kind of dressed for running. Obviously I put a jacket on and all sorts and that before I go out. So just thought it'd be easier to do the quick chat here instead of getting wet outside walking along. Basically, yesterday, it was just a gentle jog yesterday. It's kind of like a recovery run as such from obviously Thursday's big effort. So I did 9 kilometers in a total time of 53 minutes 52 seconds. The average pace was 5 minutes 56, and average beats per minute was 142. So as much as it was a gentle recovery run and it felt really nice, I can't complain with those averages either. It's still kind of a little bit too quick on the run, but it felt comfortable. My legs feel comfortable, and that. Garmin's giving me a rest day again. Obviously says I got high kind of needs for resting and things like that. I understand that. We are hitting big numbers this week, but I'm feeling good. I've done a quick 1 set round of some strengthening exercises and conditioning, just as I get ready to go out to work, to try and cram them in when I can, because sometimes it's when by the time I get home it can be quite late, and then you've done your run and you kind of cooled down, so it's a little bit difficult to kind of warm yourself back up again and kind of or motivate to get that strengthening done. So I just did a quick thing. Some lunges, some squats, some leg dips, calf raises, some, I think they're called bird dogs, and that. Then, just thinking about getting some strengthening in when I can. Also the resistant band. I try and do a bit of resistant bands often as I can now. I did some, crab walk, and also some glute pushes and that. So I'm trying to fix them in when I can, and that, because I should be a lot better. All runners should be a lot better at strengthening and conditioning and that. So plan today then, it's going to be running home and that, but ideally just 10k today. Just another gentle jog home, nothing strenuous, nothing crazy. We'll do a bit of a push tomorrow again. So just want to kind of keep loose really for today, and just enjoy it. Like I say, Garmin's giving me a rest day again. That will kind of keep getting done, I guess, until I get back onto the program, which might be in tapering. But like I say, I do look forward through the list and see if there's some run I can jump in on the correct day, or on my day now, or whatever. Shifting it about a bit to try and kind of get that plan ticked off in Garmin's book. So that's where we are today. Just gentle 10k on the way home tonight. So yeah, let's get to work, get the day done, and hopefully the rain will stop when I run home. I'll catch you guys later. Hello and welcome. It's Sunday now. Basically I'm at the car park at a place called Shishkatangan. This is where I did my loop, the 32k loop the other day. So I'm back out here again. It's not going to be a 32k loop this time, or 32k run, but we'll get into that in a minute. Let's do Saturdays first. So yeah, last night just a gentle 10.8 kilometer run. Finished it at 10.8 because I needed an emergency stop. Luckily there was the shopping centre / bowling alley there, and they have public toilets, so yep, that's where I went. So yeah, that was 10.8 kilometers. Average rate, beats per minute was 144, so really happy with that. Now, it's kind of good, and average 556, 557 per kilometer pace. I think it was 1 hour 4 minutes 37 seconds. Just a gentle jog, really. I'm not. It's filling in the gaps of the big intense runs. So obviously the 32 kilometer on the Thursday, did a short 9 kilometer run Friday, 11 kilometer ish, just under 11 yesterday, Saturday, and now I'm going to do kind of pretty much second speed work today. Now the plan is to do 22 kilometers, so just over a half marathon, and but I'm going to do a 3 kilometer warm up at the normal aerobic, level 3 for me, the base run that my kind of watch always sends me on. Then I've set up to do a heart rate of 160 plus, and I'll just let it go. We'll see how high. The idea is to hit quicker than marathon pace. Obviously the marathon pace I'm trying for is 5 kilometers, 5 minutes per kilometer. I'm going to try and use this as a bit of a threshold, but plus also fueling as I would in the marathon anyway. So we are kind of having a dress rehearsal today. The reason why I got this top on at the moment is because underneath, I'll take my hat off as well, I'm going to try the run in my Seeability. What have I pressed? Here we go. Yeah, so I'm going to do the run in my Seeability vest, and give that an outing and just see how that goes, because time is ticking now. I don't have long left to get used to running in a singlet, and the plan today, or the plan this year, is to run in a singlet. I'm not going to have anything underneath, so really up in the game and all that lot. So basically, yeah, that's what we're doing. We want to do the threshold run as such. We'll see how I go, and then it's a 3 kilometer. I'm only going to do that for 6 only. I'm aiming for 16 kilometers on that, and then I do a 3 kilometer cool down back at normal base rate. So it's not all gung-ho on that, but it should set me up for a very nice milestone at the end of today. So we'll keep you posted on that afterwards. So that's basically the plan. Dress rehearsal really on what I'm wearing, apart from shoes. I haven't got my race day shoes today. I got my Hyperion Max 2s again from Brooks. They did me really well in the 32k, so let's see what they are like for this one. And that for the speedier runs, I always will wear kind of the Brooks Max 2. Obviously race day shoe, I don't want to overuse them, but there will be a 32k run in those again in the race day shoe, just as a last time before race day, just to see how they fit, because if not, I'm loving these Brooks Max 2s, Hyperion Max 2s. But basically that's it. I don't want to get cold, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to warm up and head off on out. So I'll catch you guys later. So I'm back in the car. I've done my stretch out, done the run, ended up doing 23 kilometers. I will dive all into that when I get home. I got a shower. I just got to get out now. Another PB. 2 PBs on this one. 10 kilometer PB and a half marathon PB again. And I did 23 kilometers, a little bit longer than what I was supposed to do, yeah. But 3 kilometers warm up and a 3 kilometer cool down was in that, and so it was only 18. Well, was it? Yeah, I don't know. 16 kilometers of pushing it, and don't get me wrong, I pushed it. Like I said, I'll go into the bits later on, but the 10 seconds, it was 10-second PB on the half marathon. But I think it's actually like 4 minutes on the 10K. I remember the last time I did my 10K like PB, and I pushed it there. I was going red zone and all sorts. No red zones today, but it was still pushed. But it was controlled. I'm not saying that the 10K at that stage was not controlled, but I mean, it just proves that the progress is unbelievable. Really, really happy with that. But I'm not blowing my own trumpet either, but I know if I'm hitting the paces that I'm looking at for this full marathon, the PBs are going to crumble anyway, because a lot of these PBs are kind of set at mediocre kind of pace. You know what I mean? I'm never really pushed. So you mean I nail these paces, then these splits the PBs will fall. As it's shown, the last couple of days, a PB on Thursday in a 32K run, and now I've done it again, in another run. My aim is to smash this London marathon PB, and marathon PB at London. That is my goal, to absolutely smash my PB at London. So as much as I'm kind of happy that all these other PBs are falling, I expect them to. But I don't want to come out of London kind of not achieving what I'm looking at. But it's okay. I've got a PB in the half marathon. I don't care about the half marathon PB. I want to smash London. At this rate, I will. It's my fastest is 4:42. That is going to crumble. How much am I going to make that crumble? We are looking at that 3:30, remember? Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be achievable, but runs like this certainly help. Let me get home. Let me dive into the data. I'll fix up the rest of the video and share it with you all. So that's it, yeah. Back home, refreshed. Still can't get over it, you know what I mean? It's PBs, yeah, with 2 PBs again. And but like I say, if I hit the pacing right, these PBs will fall. And obviously that's something I'm pushing for. And again, when we hit marathon, I'm sure more PBs will go. So yeah, but it's nice to just calm down a little bit once we've had that crazy time. So going through everything now, the stats. Well, we'll do the whole run first, yeah. 23K, yeah. And there is hills, but it's not as hilly as if I was doing my normal kind of routes where I live. That's why I drive out to a place and then do this big loop, and it takes in some of the city centre anyway. So parts of the track I'm used to and all that lot. So 23 kilometers. It took me 1 hour 58 minutes 21 seconds, and an average pace on the whole run was 5:08. That's insane for a whole run. It was 158 beats per minute for the whole run as well, average. And but you have to remember there's a 3-minute warm-up. Not 3 minute, there's a 3 kilometer warm-up, and there was a 4 kilometer cool down. So the average pace of the 3K warm-up was 5 minutes 51. And then the cool down was 5:59. So that's really big. So we jump into the main core of the run, which is, the meat and gravy of it, should we say, and what I was really kind of hoping to push. And the average pace for 16 kilometers was 4 minutes 48 minutes per kilometer. So, that is quicker than my marathon pace that I'm looking at, but it's kind of the run that I need to kind of get me pushing forwards and being comfortable being uncomfortable. And that, I mean, I know 16 kilometers isn't the huge part of the marathon, but still, you mean, after a 32k push the other day, we got to be sensible and we can't kind of overdo it. And I mean, my slowest in that 16k was 5 minutes and 1 second per kilometer, and I did that twice. You mean, quite early on in the run and a bit near the end, and that. But I think my quickest was something like 4:29. So that's almost coming on to 5k pace that I've been running at. But most of them were kind of around the 450s. I mean, a little bit under and a little bit higher. But still, again, it's over marathon pace, or quicker than marathon pace. It's kind of close to my threshold. And this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to push the threshold and that to my lactate threshold and that, but not go over it as such. So keeping it all controlled. Again, done this run without any earpods, no music. So I think that's a game changer. Don't get me wrong. When I smashed out this threshold run, the 2 times 16 minutes at 171 or something, and let my heart rate go sky high, that changed a lot. That really got me working. And actually thinking, wow, I might be able to do something, especially going out on these runs. And then, like I said, I've been watching these videos on YouTube. Lee Grantham has fantastic, videos that I kind of copied what his procedures are in these long runs, and and it getting me the confidence. 2 weeks ago I was not sure about any of this, really, really not sure. But now I'm kind of like, there's hope. It could still go terribly wrong, but there's a belief there now, and it's still a way to go, and I've got a bit of time and all this lot, but we are edging to that bit now where it could be possible on that. So I'm really kind of hoping on that. So what a way to end the week, and another way to end the week. 101 kilometers is 101.3, the highest I've ever done in a week, and my legs feel good, and I feel good. I feel great. I think I've got 2 weeks of this now, another 2 weeks of this before I start tapering. Cool. I know I'm not kind of following Garmin to a point, because the Garmin never gives me these kind of workouts and that. But looking through the Garmin's, it's got me on a threshold next week. That might change now because I did this run. But this is kind of what I look at the thresholds, and then I tweak it to see how it will fit or benefit me, and that. And if I can get the runs in, like the base runs as it suggests, I do that. But obviously long runs, I'm gonna need to make sure. I'll be doing 32k again next week. I'll be doing a half marathon next week, but I think the 32 kilometer run this week will be just a plod, just to get the distance and that, but no pushing on that. It'll be after work as well, so we'll have to see and that. But that's all next week. So I'm kind of still seeing where Garmin's taking me, but I'm really boosting myself as well, which I think I need to do, and it's just working. Unfortunately, I don't believe if I had followed Garmin as it was setting me up, I don't think I'd be where I would be today. And that, because obviously the amount it's affected my sleep or whatever. It changes through my sleep and that, and life. I got a busy job. I'm on my feet all day, so I'm not getting that rest period it wants me to have, and that. So something needs to look into Garmin for that. it's a watch. It's not a person that can kind of dictate things. It's a watch. So maybe that, you know what I mean? But it's done me well, you mean? And I think with some tweaks and things like that, it's done me even better. And that, so I'm really pleased with how it's all going. And that, although, I mean, I'm not quite on the Garmin plan, it's set me up for a solid base, and that's, I can't say no to that. You mean, but let the heart rate rhythm go a little bit crazy in one run, and then it's just propelled my running. So maybe the parameters of some of the runs need to change a little bit. But yeah, a really comfortable state. So really pleased. We'll wrap up the link, or the video now. So if you can, please click like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram for daily updates on that, Neil_dad that runs. And please click in check the link below in the description for the fantastic charity Seeability that have given me this opportunity to run the London Marathon again. I'm trying to smash my PB. Please donate whatever you can. All the money goes to them. I don't see nothing. I don't want to see any of the money. It's for the fantastic charity. So thanks very much. Have a great week, and I'll catch you guys again soon.